All right, so unless you've been living under a rock this week, you have seen the drama that has been playing out around Sam Altman with OpenAI and his CFO and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. This has been one heck of a week. If you're following any AI news or any of the big startups out here, because as we all know, we are definitely in a bubble, and I think everybody knows that. But then everybody's talking about like, what is a bubble and what does that mean and what happens if the bubble pops and all that. So I think everybody's universally now said, yes, we're in a bubble. But what does that mean? So we're going to dive into some of this today and some of the crazy drama that's been unwinding this week. Let's break this down and go through it for you today. All right, so it's been kind of a crazy week, and I'm going to switch my screen over here for you because one of the things that's been pretty nuts is everybody's talking about like, are we in a bubble? Now, this was an email that I get from the A16Z. So if you don't know who A16Z is, it's Andreessen Horowitz, which is one of the largest VC and PE firms out there, right? So two folks from A16Z are having a conversation here. And the big topic here is AI a bubble, right? Now, this actually happened, last week, but I wanted to make sure I pick this up to kind of start this conversation this week because it's going to go to show you how crazy this week has been. So what we have here is that we say, hey, like, look, so we have about $1 trillion worth of data centers over the past 3 years. We've already built out more data center capacity in the adjusted inflation adjustment dollars than the entire U.S. interstate highway system, which took 40 years, and plan that to add $3 to $4 trillion more over the next 5 years. So OpenAI alone, I believe, is committed to more than $1 trillion of deals set up. All these big numbers scare people, and they call it a bubble. So he says, are we in a bubble? And this one, Gavin Baker here says, look, I believe we're not in a bubble. And this is obviously an interesting take because he's like, hey, if you were a tech investor during 2000 bubble, you know what a bubble was, because Cisco peaked at 150 to 180 times trailing earnings. Nvidia is more like 40 times earnings right now. So just to put that into perspective, when we start talking about a bubble, it's going to talk about the valuations of the companies based off their earnings. Now, the thing about it is he neatly dances around what OpenAI's valuation is right now, because OpenAI's valuation is like some crazy number, but it's definitely not as low as 40% or 40 times. So he's like, if you're around 20, you know that you'll know what it was. Dark fiber was literally fiber that was laid in the ground but not lit up. Fiber is useless into optic switches and routers. So he said we laid 200,000 miles of dark fiber. So he said at the peak of the bubble, 90% of the fiber that had been laid in America was dark. Okay, so meaning that's what he's defining as a bubble. And he says, contrast that with today, there's no dark GPUs. If you like this clip, make sure you check out the full Startup Hack Live video here because we've got lots more for you today.